What's up, everybody? We're sitting down now with Teejay. Britton won his first pro MMA title last weekend. He beat Sky Mosicek in a third-round TKO in Joplin on Saturday. So first off, how does that sound, man? Teejay Britton, champion.
It's amazing, man. It still sounds new to my ears still, but I love it. Love the way it sounds. It has a ring to it.
And people watching, you can see your belt is right back here. I asked you earlier, have you just been wearing it around the house and you never take it off?
No, not as much. I think my kids enjoy it more than I have. You know me, I'm back in the gym. I was back in the gym on Monday, putting in the work and seeing what's next on the plate for us to take care of.
I want to ask you about the actual fight. I was there, and I want to ask you about your game plan going in. Obviously, you're a little taller, you had the reach advantage. Talk about your game plan going into that fight against Sky and how you feel you executed.
I feel like we executed the game plan pretty well. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm a purple belt. It's levels to the game. He's definitely a better ground guy than I am. But we want to be patient. We wanted to pressure. We wanted to box a little bit, kickbox a little bit. That's some things I haven't been able to show a lot in my pro career yet. And so I think people forgot that I am a stand-up guy. And so, I think just keeping the distance and keeping away from my arms and my legs and stay out, away from the ground. And when we go to the ground, make a statement. And I feel like we've done those things. And I feel like it kind of threw him off a game plan, and we executed very well. And I like what happened after that.
Yeah, obviously it went the right way, man. Obviously I'd never seen Sky fight before, and you never want to go in with low expectations. He was a tough guy, right? Was it tougher than you thought?
Yeah, well, he is by far the toughest guy that I've fought. We knew to be patient. I was throwing. A lot of people were saying, man, I feel like you could have threw harder. I probably could have threw harder, but, when you got a guy that rarely gets knocked out, he just takes punishment like he does, man, I had to be patient. I had to pick my shots. I didn't want to wear myself out and get tired. It's 5 rounds, and that's 25 minutes of fighting. And so we wanted to just pick our shots, and as the fight go on, throw harder and harder. And I think that he felt that pressure, and I believe he began to start folding.
The crowd there on Saturday night, I was there. It was unbelievable, and it was obviously a pro Teejay Britton crowd. So first off, I want to ask you, as far as environments go and atmospheres go, is that one of the most fun environments that you've ever fought in?
Getting an opportunity to fight on national television a few times and Bellator and different awesome organizations, it's nothing like fighting at home in your backyard. And to walk out, with my guy Terrence singing and hear people sing your song and seeing kids that, you mentored and coached and families you've been a part of that, seeing that victory and pastors and churches that I preached at, that just gives you that extra little energy. But when you get in that cage and they're yelling, Teejay, Teejay, man, it just does something to you. The support that our community has for me is truly amazing. I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. It's just, I love my community, and I'm blessed that my community loves me back, and they stepped up and they showed in a big way. I wasn't leaving out that cage without that title. This wasn't just for me, it was for our community.
I know, we talked to you before the fight, and you said this was going to be the first fight that your kids were there live. Is that something that you thought about that night, or was it odd knowing that your children were there watching the fight?
Yeah, you know what it was. The first time since I fought that I was nervous, and I think I was more nervous because of my kiddos being there. I'm dad, and we're very close. We're very loving, affectionate family, and so I want them to always think of dad like that. But they also know that dad had to clock in. It's the business, and it's what dad does. Dad loves to do it, and it's ministry for us as well. So I was a little bit nervous that they were there, but it was funny because during the fight I could hear my little one yell, my 12-year-old, more than anybody. And then I'm going back and watching different videos, and she's right there at the cage. I'm like, okay, well, it didn't bother her like I thought. So yeah, but we enjoyed it, and they enjoyed the fight as well.
I wanted to ask you about that because obviously it was loud and it was rowdy, and there were a lot of people yelling. You've heard other professional athletes say, I can hear my wife, or I can hear my kids, or I can hear my family. Is it a situation like that where you can hear your wife and you can hear your family, you can pick out those voices even though you're in there focusing?
Man, I could always pick my wife's voice out. Even when I played basketball, it could be a few thousand people in there. I just know her voice. We're just that close too, Same way with Jeff Frost, when he says something out in the crowd, we're just so close that I can hear his voice. My little ones, your kid's voice. When they scream, when they yell, they cry. And so I could hear the excitement in their voice even during the fight. And so normally I don't hear as much, but I heard a lot that night. I think maybe I was worried a little bit about them as well, but yeah, I did. And it actually kind of gave me a little bit more fuel and more energy, so it was pretty cool.
We were talking earlier, I was going to stick around and visit with you after the fight, but, after it took a while for everybody to clear out. There's a lot of people that want to stick around and take pictures and visit with you and can congratulate you. Man, how does that feel knowing that, all of those people, want to come, they want to get those pictures and they want to be behind you as you go through this MMA journey?
Man, it's unbelievable. I can't even describe it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm getting a little bit emotional. One of the guys came up that was working there. He said, "Hey, man, I can clear this place out if you want me to." I said, "No." People took time out their busy schedules. They bring their family. They spend money to come watch me and support me. The least I can do is take the time out, win or lose, to sign autographs, take pictures, and that's just my heart, And for people to stick around that long to do it, I wanted to make sure that I took the time out to say thank you. And to do that, I enjoy it. I'm a people person, so I enjoy it. I enjoy the pictures. I've had so many messages, man. At one time I had 276 text messages. My Facebook is blowing up, unbelievable. My Instagram, and so I feel bad because I can't respond to all of them. But something like this is a great opportunity to say I do appreciate it. I'm very thankful for that. I sacrifice so much for my family and my friends, so I'm always off social media for about a few days after I fight just because I am training so hard and things like that. But I am just thankful for what all they've done and how they support me here.
I think, over the last few weeks, you probably gained some new fans, and you've had some of the same fans that have followed you throughout your MMA career now, and all of us new fans and old fans are wondering now, like, man, 7-2 MMA pro, as a pro, what's next for you? What do you want to be next for you?
I don't know. I take it one day at a time. I'm going to enjoy this. Me and my wife, we're actually leaving out tonight for a little mini vacation. And then I'll get back to the drawing board. I'll make some phone calls. I've been getting some emails from some big organizations without it sharing too much. So I got contracts that are locked in. So we'll see what's next. I can just tell you it's going to be some big things coming in 2021. So we'll be patient. My last fight in Bellator was a good one, and then this one is 2 big fights in a row. I got a little bit of momentum, so I want to ride that thing out, but I want to be smart as well. But I can just tell you some big things coming our way, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Last question I have for you. When you string together a couple wins like this, and you get your first pro belt. Some people can get satisfied, or it can go the other direction. Does putting these wins together, does getting this belt, does that make you more hungry to go do more?
Absolutely, it just makes me more hungry. Seeing the community come out behind me makes me more hungry. Seeing my kids that are so excited makes me hungry. Like I said, I dislocated my finger during the fight. I was back in the gym Monday. Actually, I was in the gym Sunday coaching basketball, and then I was back in the gym Monday. And been in there all week. So, I feel like that I got that fire lit back under me. After that last loss, as 3, I went down to Hawaii and kickbox. I won that one. I won these 2 in a row. So I feel like I'm continuing to get better, and I'm growing, and I'm just excited. I'm having fun. That's the biggest thing. I'm enjoying. I'm having fun. And, I try not to get caught up on the wins and losses. I'm just very competitive. But I'm really enjoying myself. My family's enjoying itself. Our community. I'm enjoying our community. And we'll see where this thing takes us.
All right, man, wherever it takes you, I know one thing we'll be watching. I know a lot of people around here, as we saw on Saturday, are going to be watching and paying attention, rooting for you. Teejay, thanks so much for being here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.